FaZe opting to start on that CT side, as kind of expected, but GL going all in towards A, 2 at main, 3 in PAL, ready to pop, and only one defender here to stop it.
Yeah. Just keeping his eyes focused. Now that utility's starting to burn out. Molotov under, Hell. Tap away from Brocky, but looks like Rain's going to be the first to swing. Is he going to be able to drop Slen? No, they drop back to Firebox, but it's really awkward. Rez is going to be able to force straight in. Now Carrigan trying to keep the line, holding on as long as possible. Frozen will drop Torsen in the process, and now all of them heading through CT now up from Texter. Brocky and Elige, they will be able to get it back. Now the 3 versus 2. Rez, though, still alive, still kicking. ZTR to hold him. A little bit of support from Firebox, but now they have to try and swing. This is going to be so tough. They've got the kit in the hands of Brokey. They've got a little bit of extra time, Mac, but they have to get moving now, and with Rez falling away to jungle, there's a chance he's going to have to wrap around here, Mac. I don't know if there's time.
This is a choice.
I don't know if there's time. He's holding the stick, and it should be okay. He's got it, Rez. He's found the time, and I don't think there's enough here for Elige to try and find the round. Rez starts off hot with the 4K for GamerLegion.
Lordy, we showed him in that head-to-head as the highlight player for a reason, and that's exactly why. Coming in clutch.
We are indeed. Look, the fact that Mirage went the way of FlyQuest, already crazy, but Elige, he's trying to find something on towards the ramp, and he doesn't quite hard clear. And it's going to be Elige and Rain both going down to the Galil of ZTR. That is a pretty abysmal start here. Now Brokey looking for the cross. Doesn't spot anything though. Smoke will clear him out. Torsen finds Carrigan, and Mac, you know what that's going to be? Probably an immediate save. Frozen will be able to find one. Spots another towards the top of mid. That's going to be Rez, but he is 6-0 and he is absolutely packing the heat. So I think that's going to be a round that just automatically goes the way of GamerLegion. Brokey, not really a hell of a lot that he can do in this position here. Just hoping for some exits, but he's going to get exited out of the server. And Torsen, yeah, wow, what a big round from him as well on the entry. ZTR finding those 2.
No one's gone towards underpass. Nice little clearance. Consmoke, couple of seconds left on that, but Elige will throw his own to keep some pressure towards Catwalk. He's looking to potentially go through this on a timing. As the players walking out ramp are just drawing attention away, and that's worked well. But the activation of the flank needs to go right now. Smoke starting to fade, top con smoke there, and it is just going to be an awkward battle, all things considered. Elige comes out on top somehow. Torsen unable to get into the mix, and just like that, Brokey will snag one from short. GamerLegion looking like they will lose the first gun round that FaZe has brought to the party.
Yeah, interesting. Not really setting themselves up in any positions to trade there, GamerLegion, just getting taken down in the 1-by-1 duels. Brokey opening up very, very nicely with that AWP, but Elige, great round from him too.
Actually, there is some bad news we could bear, and that's that Slender's dying after time. Boom. Nice. It's going to be a little slap to the economy. What's the call here? Molly unders makes things a little awkward for GL to find the pick, but they'll do it anyway. Elige hitting the ground. And, oh, PR with the dig. Flick across, won't find Rain. But inflicts at least a bit of pain and may give them a fighting chance in the round. And it's all up to Torsen to buy this, buy the fake rather. The flash has done it, and the rotation did momentarily go off the B site for FaZe. But let's see where they go from here, Brokey. Oh, it's looking a little
could be
awkward
good. Not quite. Just narrowly misses Carrigan. Peaks at the least opportune time, and with Torsen taking down Rain. Great pick off on the lurk. Brokey, last man standing, does have HP to work with, but of course it's just about... So great response here from GamerLegion. 5 on the trot, Mac. Looking very, very good here in the opening of Mirage. Then that pick, of course, Nuke round the corner.
Oh, Brokey's going to get found. He's going to be seen. Hits him with that no scopey. No health to survive there. It is Mirage. And that bomb radius is deceiving here. But you know how teams say, yo, we just played our own game, right?
Yeah.
This is one of those situations where you kind of have to throw your book at the wall, right? And
yeah, okay.
There ain't no chances to really get a counter strat in unless you've got someone working overtime. And like Ash may have already done that. You know, last night they would have theorized, okay, we might have to play FaZe later in the day if things go wrong. But hold that thought, because Brokey is turning it on. 2 big picks already. ZTR a little cautious now, knowing he has the package on his belt. Big shot from Carrigan with the Augur of all things, changing it up, rolling back the years. In the 2v5, I don't think GamerLegion win these. Brokey can't get the final blow.
At least it's something. Maybe a chance back into this round now. PR is the man with the HPs. ETR not really with a lot, but they've got the utility to try and slit the net. However, Rain will join now from CT, waltzing his way up. They do make their way out towards Tetris, but PR just has to slowly creep. They do have time to work with, 50 seconds. Elige, though, fully healthy as well. That Molotov not going to force Rain out of contention as he just waits patiently. I like this boost, but I don't think it was silent Mac. Elige is well and truly aware, and Rain will close the door on the round here. Second for FaZe, 4 alive, they as well. But Carrigan's going to have to be exactly that. Got a firm eye on the line with the AUG. Watching to see if anyone will load into the play. Flash over the top to give a peek up towards mid. They don't spot anything. No, Rez actually getting the catch onto Elige here. Carrigan, though, will march them down. Nicely done. You almost would have thought it would have been an eco, but a couple of weapons have gone down firmly there. Carrigan does get taken very low, down to 3 HP, but he still will keep on kicking. PR also just negative health across the side for GamerLegion. Only ETR with health, and he's only got the P250 here as well. Rain will make quick work of him. Should be mincemeat out of connector now here as well. PR left alone. Unfortunately, with only a Galil, 2 flashes, does have the bomb in tow, but I think this is going to be another simple round for FaZe. Great start there from Carrigan, and despite the opportunity missed inside mid, taking Rez, good response.
Heard a lot of good things about PR, but this is not going to be one of them. A little too much weight on the bar.
The percentage of a block no armor train succeeding, very, very limited. Usually resulting out of just pure chaos if they ever do come to fruition. But it's a quick made out play. Looks like Brokey is going to be taking the window control, but falling off from the smoke once more. Rez looking to push up connector, not spotting out Rain. Didn't clear his corners. Yeah, very, very rough there. Now Brokey watching towards Palace. I think GamerLegion trying to get in towards this very, very quickly. Mac Torson ready to jump over the stairs line. It has kept them interested in towards mid. They've kind of frozen just for a second here, GamerLegion.
Yeah, they're hoping FaZe do some aggressive FaZe maneuvers, but for the moment, FaZe happy just to play shoulder to shoulder. Legion Rain looking to trade from Con. And that smoke in jungle fading shortly. Brokey should be able to activate, and the molly goes down too early. Oh, Torson finds one before falling, but with the bomb down and PR low, this one's all over. 5-5, and FaZe hunting for the lead, leading towards the half. But let's see what FaZe are going to be able to bring to the party other than the double AWP. Carrigan even picking one up. That is something you don't see every day. But maybe
why not?
If he does activate first here, because Brokey's currently in a very rough position, jumping, hoping that he can dodge those bullets and needs a helping hand to get out of the Nuke at underpass. He's staying. He hung around too long. He's dealt with. Rez spams him through after the 3rd magazine is emptied.
When will they swing? When will they move? That's going to be the question. Now the smokes start to pop up towards mid. Carrigan actually pulling away at the most opportune time. It's going to work out for him. He's gone a slightly deeper line, but he's back in there. Just wants to get that smoke up short. There it is. Narrowly misses the shot. Now he has to get moving back towards the side. Does get tagged up, but it's ETR to hold the cross. Gets it done. Frozen in an awkward line here. Elige does pick up Rez in the process, but now as they move towards market, PR gets another, and this should be an impossible round for FaZe. Rain left alone in a 1 versus 4 Mac. I do not think this one is going to be happening here. Slend already in market. They do rain down Fury on towards the big man himself in the markets, and that is enough. It is going to be GamerLegion recovering nicely with a 6 tied scoreline.
This could be a nice little trap set up for the right side smokes and the pop out of Pal.
Really could. Forced off the line. Great set of flashes to start to make a little bit of a move, but that's a good shot there from Torson. Slend also looking straight onto Brokey. Will he be able to pick up 3? Oh, beautiful stuff there from Slend. Straight hands off the mouse and keyboard. He is up and about. What an opening pistol here for GamerLegion.
Not really too much heavy utility invested for GL. Most things checked. But, ooh, okay. An aggressive maneuver. Elige seems to be aware and ready that this is something GL throw, but couldn't find the second man. Good damage. And now we'll see if FaZe are able to adapt off the back of that info. I thought he got spotted for a moment, but it will just be the B-split utility thrown. FaZe going 3-1 with the single player coming up short on the split. And ZTR just a HE to try and get some damage, but an MP9 at this position is... well, has the potential to be successful if anyone runs his direction, but still yet to be seen. PR just trying to draw attention away from his van member, and the info won't get relayed in time. It's the bullets from the AKs that do the talking.
A little chatterbox. Yeah, for Slend and Torsen. Not really a hell of a lot they can do here. We'll just have to consider the save, try to play those exits, strangle down. They know the economic situation for FaZe ain't going to be looking too pretty. Down all the way to bare bones of that financial situation. Surely sending one into apps to try and gather that a little bit of additional information, but surely the barrage of smokes out A now might give them some sort of an inkling. Now walking out main, it's going to be Torsen getting the opening, tries to hold down that spray. Will he be taken? Yes, Carrigan gets the response, but look at Rez hiding in the smoke, but he's not going to strike a leash. We'll take him down, and Brokey to find one through Ticket as well. No movies for you, my friend. PR, ZTR, last left standing, and well, save number 2.
There's a lot in the tank, a lot to give. And if there's anything that, you know, I can give to this round, it's that how the hell did Carrigan get up short so quickly? Rez saying sorry for not quite making his way through that smoke in time. But yeah, Rain going to be able to find him, ZTR as well. Not aware that Alicia was all the way out there looking over the top of Van. And this smoke just making things painful for GL to deal with what is coming around the corner here. There's going to be a few more FaZe members. In the meanwhile, Rain has also lurked his way to market. Angles didn't look good. But the Pinocchio, the nose peeking around the corner, just drawing attention away, and it allows Slend to activate for 3 probably really good kills.
And keep them entertained. 9-9 on the scoreline. It's a good game so far of Mirage. Very much a game of tug of war. The proverbial battle here. But that's going to be PR. This time, Carrigan not allowed to find anything, Mac. They've learned their lesson.
Looks like it's going to be a one-pronged approach. Only ZTR here with an A1S to try and hold, but he will be swiftly joined by Rez, who's all on the rotation. Drop sounds already communicated, and ZTR won't be able to hold on for long enough, but Rez arrives in time to trade. And with the numbers, it looked good. Alige, though, hitting heads left, right, and center. But the bomb now down, I believe, on the balcony, jumped up, picked up. Alige chunks down, and barely survives on 1 HP to get that planted.
Yeah, somehow making that work, doesn't he, Alige? Convincing position. But now as it settles onto this 3-on-3, Torsen playing a watch. It's just going to be eyes onto both Frozen and Rain, the healthier members. One at bench, one at the apartments, charging rent up there will be Rain. And now Rez, as he looks to clear out Africa, he does move out, but again, it is just going to be how long can Alige stay alive? Can he get any damage done? Information gathered, but he's traded, taken, Frozen now to try and hold the line. Rain will find Torsen in the process. It's all left onto Slend. They will peek, they will give it to him, but Mac, they're out of time. Well and truly, no chances for GamerLegion. Slend will have to just go packing, hopefully enough money in towards the next. They'll be able to fashion something.
There is so many members here just tossing utility around, and I don't think FaZe are aware of the close contact. Although Torsen left solo, doesn't get hard cleared. What's going on? It's a battle of timing. And this time it goes GamerLegion's favor. Slend, the hook, will bait a couple of big fish, but won't be able to snatch him away. And there's still more numbers here. PR, tucked down to the balcony. Double shot from Dark, but goes for the switch, and the man has lost it. Too greedy to try to get the Galil in hand.
Oh, the setting's on, Mac.
Won't read too into it, but we are going to see FaZe try and plop Alige into window very early on. And there is a gaping hole at jungle, which he's found. Rez, does he turn around at the right time? He will. Beats Alige to the punch on the Beyblade game. Gets knocked out of the little battle arena. And now with the man advantage, GamerLegion are in the best position to find themselves a 10th here. With Slend, he somehow whiffed that, somehow missed it. But the trade game is good. ZTR out on an island, and he will be crunched upon in a moment. The nade, good enough to do it, but Rez arrives in time. And this is looking good for GamerLegion. But FaZe, what can they do here? Frozen gives us the answer straight away.
On for the ace here. He wants to let it rip, Mac, proverbially. Frozen with the 3. Rez now getting that nade in. GamerLegion, they of course want to try and go for this, but they are already starting to run out of time. No kits in hand. Can't remember if one was dropped down earlier. Torsen now getting into that position. If he can spot Brokey here towards the bench, as he does sit in jail now. Spotted out. It's going to have to be on Frozen. Needs the ace to clutch this one out in the 1v2. He's managed to slip the net on the smoke, but how much time will he have? It's enough, but they get onto this defuse. It will need to be the full stick, and I think Frozen has just done it himself. Can he pick up the ace in the process as well? It'll be 12 for FaZe. It absolutely will. Never count the man out. He's got the job done for FaZe. Beautiful stuff from Frozen.
Bro, I thought I heard him burn. It's okay.
Nice little bit of insight and a stellar ace. The round already confirmed, but it's just a nice cherry on top, isn't it? Gets that confidence going, pads the stats, and so far Frozen with as much on the line as this one. Rain will be collapsed upon, and with him falling, we might see the go button hit from Brokey of all people. Frozen at the top of mid as well, drawing attention away, but the bomb we know is in PAL. So how do FaZe play this out with a man disadvantage?
So separated, aren't they? Of course, just trying to sell the fake here over towards B will be Brokey, but they've pulled away completely. If he could find a little bit of timing, maybe there's something worthwhile here, but the rotation, it's ready from GamerLegion. They're going to have to activate here. What does Frozen have in hand? Nothing, no utility, so it's going to have to be a dry walk out. Carrigan does have the molly, a single flash. If they spot something towards Ticket, maybe there's an opportunity here, but Elige just has to do it dry. On towards the position now, Frozen. Trained eye towards that location. They are going to be able to get the bomb plant here, Mac, but is there any utility to bank on down? No, it's just the Molotov to keep them bare. Time is ticking. Opportunity for GamerLegion to get back into this, but Brokey starts to activate.
He's on the wrong side, and it might be a little bit too late. The other boys have to hold from the front side, and Elige gets mollied into the open. Carrigan, what you got for us? Spray transfer attack works! Gonna be able to find 2 out of nowhere. The trade from ZTR, there's no kit there, and there may not be time, as long as Frozen stops him, but he won't. Tapped again, Brokey. Crawling under the pressure, but does he have the time?
Oh, no way!
With a second.
Jesus! Alrighty, well, last-ditch effort here for GamerLegion to see if they can continue to Mirage. And they've walked down mid. They've actually managed to find the timing. I don't think Slend is aware. Rez able to find the opening here. Oh, Mac, it's happening. Elige able to find the response back quickly. But what's the timer going to look like? Elige finds another. He slipped the net. He spotted the head. But he's got to be careful. They've got to clear this member and connect to Torsen. Will take 2. Done and dusted. Frozen now. Out main. He's been the clutch man before. Can he do it again? He spotted the AWP of Slend. But Torsen going to walk into connector. But he only baits it just for a quick second. The flash is over the top. He's been legged in the process. Has to engage again, but the kill switch will not be hit. Frozen just continuing to watch that line. Torsen gets the nade up, but it doesn't go the distance.
Look at the respect.
CTR in jungle. It should be A-OK, and it will be. Overtime does commence. Mac Daddy-O, we are going the distance. Absolute cinema. It's what we hope for in a series like this. Qualification and elimination point. A team that's really itching to get a playoff in GamerLegion after missing the major, and of course FaZe, a namesake. Brain, great opening here, dropping PR, a pivotal piece who has been a little bit quiet in this map. You know, everyone's been talking him up this competition.
Now we got to pump towards the A site. With the man advantage, Slend, not smoked off just yet. And, has a missed opportunity. Shots on Frozen, who's just jumping, spotting, trying to get all that information and pass it across. But it's going to be AWP for AWP. Brokey taking Frozen down, or taking Slend down, rather. And Torsen hoping he can find something with a bad CT smoke. But FaZe still strong on the numbers and still perfectly in some solid post plants. Planted default, Torsen flicking around, hoping he can isolate the fights, which he does well.
Flank, Mac, flank, ZTR. Oh, he's ready for it, Carrigan. So aware. And Torsen, unfortunately, is going to be booted out of the server. Vote kick for the man as he does creep back into jungle. Obviously, they've got the money, but he wants to take that AWP. He can hit E and cruises back towards the market with his bag full of groceries. But he's run out of time to cook his meal prep. Will not happen today.
Well, you thought he was buying food he had to cook? And he's just got that $10 Woolies chook, mate.
Should have.
Oh, good protein. We know GL. They are fit individuals. Step scale for all players in the tournament, although I dare say Rain on the other side makes up for every single one of those GamerLegion members.
The Nordic god. Just going to have to get straight back on towards that line. Frozen sitting, waiting for his teammate in Brokey to rotate around now. Nade goes in. They are starting to clear. They might be able to get onto that line, but Frozen opens up nicely. Torsen goes down. Slend, pressure is on. The Molotov will give them some additional time, but he crosses out and he's got past it. Frozen, another. This man wants the game to finish and finish immediately, but look at Rez. He's got into Connector. He's found Carrigan, but Frozen also taken down by PR. There he is. We've been waiting for this man to activate now, Mac. Rain has to try get it done. Rez dropped inside Connector. Back to a 2-on-2 here. Bomb moving towards the side in the hands of Brokey firmly. 35 seconds left on the clock. And with both these members coming through jungle, just like Tarzan, they're going to walk out quickly. Brokey, nice open plan here, Mac, but both members doubled up. Buddy system activates. Brokey on towards that line. He shots the elbow, but no, he misses it now. PR over the top. Rain to try and clutch, but he's dinked in the process. Has to fight the 1v1. He buys himself some additional time. The clutch minister who have to be a veteran inside the server. ZTR just waiting in his own head. Patiently jumping up, looks high. And now Rain can just slowly walk it away. There is no time. The nade goes up to just buy himself a little bit. Peppered down. And I think he's got it. Rain will be able to close out the round. It's going to be so bloody close. I don't think he's got it.
He does!
He does! Oh, Mac. How does this keep on going?
The protocols up until that point were great from both FaZe and GamerLegion. Both deciding to group up, cover each other, make sure the plant was down, and then also go for the trade in the end. But it's a faster approach FaZe. They have hit the accelerator straight to the floor. PR, he is swinging wide and looking to catch FaZe, but they love a fight. They love to go aggressive in these situations. But they will be peppered down. Both wounded and waltzing away. Elige allowed back into the ramp.
Now Slend posted. Molotov out towards jungle, but the rotation's already coming around from Rezmak. This is going to be a toughie.
Oh, strikes true. And that'll be the bomb down in an odd position still. The CTs. Oh, okay, Elige. 1v3, 10 seconds to plant. And starts to strike through ticket. But we're swapping the halves with GL in the lead. 14-13, the man advantage.
55 seconds left now, so they have burnt down a fair bit of time. As ETR starting to get in towards position here. Brokey just firmly trained eye on towards that top mid position. The jiggle from ZTR, when's it going to start to come out here? There it is, the shoulder, but he goes straight back in, and Elige double up towards underpants. He makes it work, he drops them. And now, as they start to march their way out over the top of stairs, Rain will deny, and PR, he's going to be looking for it. The paparazzi are all out to get him here this time round. They're going to have to try and manage it, but that is a clean sweep here from FaZe. Nicely done. Money's good. Everything is settled. But they'll need to double up here unless we've got overtime number 2 on the cards. Now marching straight up mid. Slend. He's going to go for the opener. Just tickles the tootsies though of Frozen, who will be able to find it back immediately. Now they have to pick up the pace here, Mac. Looking to get out. It's Rain who will open up onto PR. Torsen though. Rez. They find the trade and ZTR over the stairs. Drops Elige down. Frozen again low from the earlier exchange. This might be impossible for FaZe to try and recover.
Bro, that was just complete overpowering. GL going screw it. They're playing for mid. We're taking A right here, right now. And there was nothing that FaZe could do to stop that. The rifling call from GL. Just farming up a storm, one apiece so far. And now we need Frozen to put on his big boy pants. Carrigan as well will be left last alive. And that nade gets the job done. Finished in the end. But the molly burning and disrespected will be enough to take Carrigan down. Re-smoke there, smoke about to clear it, Con. We're about to have some action.
I think we are. This could be another overtime, Mac, or it could be the clear phase are certainly set up for success, but can GamerLegion overwhelm them? Last time they took the gloves off, there was a winnable round prospect. Now Elige onto the line, not clearing stairs. Oh no! Rez does get the trade, Mac. There's an opportunity, but there's Carrigan and Rain from the jungle side. Rez gets another, maybe picking up the pieces for the team here, ready to clear out the sandwich, and he does it. Bomb still dropped. That's the only concern here. It is in vision of old mate from the other side in Brokey. It has to be Rez to try and be the clutch minister. He would need to be on for the ace. What Frozen did before. Now Brokey inside the smoke. He's got to buy the time. If they go for this fight, but it's the dunk, and we do go again. Brokey perfectly timed nade from the three-point line.
One towards Con as well. Looks like we are going to see GL try and maybe feign themselves a B split. But Brokey's posted deep at apps and he ain't seeing a thing. Molly towards ramp allows Rain to try and fight this. Getting real aggressive and looking to draw attention away from Frozen, but the crossfire's established and the Molly is doing God's work. Frozen yet to be seen, yet to reveal his hand. And there's a man across the top of him going for the transfer, but it's Elise to find the PAL player, and this is looking damn good. FaZe the fuck up.
Real slow creep. Just Brokey on towards that line. Carrigan's going to now have to turn the tide a little bit here. They don't have a molly to try and slow this down, just a singular HE. And now a smoke to go in, but surely they are going to try and push in front of that now, or do they? They do buy some additional time, but they do start to creep down. Matt Carrigan caught with his pants down there. Gonna be awkward, but he does manage to get one. Will it be a second? No. Taken down quickly, but here's Brokey. Time to activate, my friend. All eyes on you. Slen on towards that line, but Rain's still kicking. He does connect, and now it's back to the 2-on-1. Oh, man, Rain too far away to try and succeed into this one. Already Torsen up towards short. Might be able to pick him up before the round even continues, but if Rain can get this, if he can connect, no, denied. Torsen gets it back. GamerLegion. They're just going tit for tat at this point in time, aren't they?
Yeah. Last round of this half. We got FaZe looking to fight for mid this time. GamerLegion not too far away and thinking about it as well, but they're going for this contact out main and the timing has favored them. Brokey aware of the first but not another and might just walk into the crosshair for free. PR doing great work at clearing out the A site but needs to find some more, and he'll do just that with a double. Elige to answer and a bomb on the ground, but where did GL go with this?
Yeah, there's a bit of panic, isn't there? A spot of bother, because look at the timing from Rez, the trigger discipline. Oh, Frozen looks back, has to strike whilst the iron's hot, and now they rotate all the way around. They've got time to make it work. The re-aggression from Elige and Carrigan. They clear this one out quickly.
It's such a risk when you're in that position as Carrigan. You don't want to make a move in case they were a main, but now they'll take a gamble. They'll take a risk with a faster flank, and that molly going down, it allows them to know that that's exactly where GL are going. Elige making the jump across to short to reposition. No one close enough to hear it. Oh, and the timing. Carrigan, has he spotted that? Is this a freebie for the equalizer?
Could very well be, Mac, but he has to clear. He's gone below. Oh, no. Slend, he's got the no-scope. Carrigan not clearing his corners. A veteran in the server. And a basic fundamental missed.
Okay. FaZe. Back on the offense. And no holds barred. Rain going real wide, real early with the top mid smoke. Flash to support him from Brokey and another to come through. Timing good, but GL not quite aware that he's all towards the tap side. Gets a tap himself, but not the second. PR playing the buddy system, close to fight for mid. And they're happy with the pick. But where to from here? FaZe backing the hell up and making sure they don't give away any more picks for free. And it is just going to be that regroup towards A and hopefully win the trade out.
So good from Rain to just find that opening, but trade it out, of course. Buddy system working. Slendo finding Frozen. Now they have to activate, Mac. The late lurk out from Carrigan. All reliance has to go onto Elige and Brokey, but Carrigan, he's taken by PR. And this could be one setting themselves up for map point. GamerLegion, a prospect, a possibility. Elige gets low and close. Slen forced away, but Elige, he's managed to slip the wickets. He's done what he needed to do. The job already starting to commence, but look at this flank, Mac. ZTR already getting around. They will have to push forward, but already the heads up Counter-Strike from Slen. He's waiting for the push. He knows there is a prospect. Brokey has to go deep, but now he has to start to clear a level of awareness as we do see ZTR go into Palace. It is going to be all onto timing, all onto a slither of mistaking here. Brokey misses a crucial shot and Torsen will take him. Now Elige in pole position to try and clutch this one out. It would have to be a massive 1v3 as the smoke will go onto the bomb, trying to get onto the defuse. There's one. He gets the Glock out, but will he be able to hit the shot? Will he be able to connect? No. And I think there is enough time time. There absolutely is. GamerLegion set themselves up onto 18. One more needed to take the first map of this series.
Oh. Just posted deep from the balcony. And Frozen. Oh. Won't go with the initial flash. In with the second. And Slend in a rough spot, but he hits the shot he needs to.
Impact frags from Slend, isn't it? He's been hitting the ones that he needs. Elige now has to try and make this one work again. Smoke towards top of connector. The bomb will rotate around, but PR, look at him go, Mac. He's already cleared out A main. That is so much information. They know where they can go here. Where does FaZe choose to end this round? It's so awkward. This is where the panic starts to set in. The sweat on the brow of FaZe Clan.
That smoke fading. There's 3 next to him. How the hell do you play this, Mitch? Oh, and it's not gone well for the first, but the info there has been spotted. Bomb now deciding where it needs to go. Flank activating. PR. It's his moment to find the info, and the bomb's gone down to Torsen in the meanwhile. Needs to be retrieved with 30, and there's flames on it. Elige. He needs to save the day here. 1v3, 30 on the clock, and so many CTs to get past. The read was good, but the shot ain't it, and GL punished FaZe for hanging around a bit too long.
Oh man, it was 12-9, and then GamerLegion recover. They take it to overtime, and then they take their opening map pick of Mirage here.
Man loves to be in control, but how's this timing going? Clear in silo, spot in red, and oh, nobody dead just yet, but the info now in the hands of GL. Waterfall smoke allows Elige to get a little frisky with it. Going to wrap towards Unbreakable, but the 2 CTs that he has to fight now. Brokey has his back, but it's PR to strike true, and ZTR straight through the smoke is able to find at least a bit more mayhem.
Can Brokey slow this down? Gonna drop towards Secret. They've already got 1 member waiting. That's gonna be Slend. Not the AWP to hold on to, obviously, in this round. Just the pistol. But he does wait on the rafters, looking to actually jump onto the silo as well. Is he going to spot early on? He does tap away, but unfortunately, those legs. Great shot onto Rain as he can twist the tides. It would have to be Brokey to go for the big clutches, Mac. You know that he can hit these, but he's taken. Torsen does connect. A little bit of a whiff there from Brokey onto the second. Just buying their time now. I think they've actually slipped the net here, getting towards their heaven position, but making a hell of a lot of sound. Slend now spotted. Frozen does have the helmet on, but that's a great shot from Rain, making a little bit of room up towards heaven. Now Rez trying to get back up. Carrigan has found Torsen as well. All of a sudden, this round is in favor of FaZe, but Rez waiting from the annex, able to find one, dropping it down, but ZTR also looking for more. PR's found another. It's going to have to be onto Frozen, who does have that AK. Bomb dropped. A little bit of an awkward collect as well, Mac. He has to go fishing here. Now they start to clear out. Both these MP9s could be the claws. They swing together, and it's PR to close. Nice little 2K. Picks up the AK. Smoke blown open. Means Slend will find one, but Frozen makes quick work of Rez. Still going to be a very, very challenging round as they drop lower. ZTR has been spotted, looking to get that smoke down. It's going to be on this cross, though. Carrigan surely going to be felled by PR, absolutely. Again, it's only Brokey with the Kevlar and the helmet. Frozen.
Of those Deagles, PR in a great position to deal with the door pump if they come out double. Ooh, and spots the push towards control instead. They're hungry for blood. They're looking for it. ZTR only good for 1. And an MP9 could have been retrieved, but they got no idea that PR is poised and waiting. But now there's a space and time maybe in that smoke to get the bomb planted. XM hunting for kills at this range. It's not that effective, but Slend is there to lend a helping hand.
And just happy to leave Rain down below.
Off angle in the vent works wonderfully. And Slend striking lets them know that there's an AWP on lower. Boys, maybe we can pump that. Maybe we can trade it out. Because they know that he's going to be hanging around towards those double doors. But instead, FaZe have a sniff towards CT. Rez caught in transition. And things get even more awkward for GL. Torsen with an XM could pump Carrigan like it's nothing. One shot, couple of pellets to the head, and ZTR fast on the flank at heaven. But how loud has he been? And no one's looking this direction. The other boys need to draw attention away. There's still Frozen on the rafters. This is the man that needs to be watching heaven, and he will flick back in time with the cover. That should be the nail in the coffin for the round. But this nade could be big. Dodged. Oh, a little bit too much hurt on that ball. And unfortunately for GL, what could have been goes the other way.
Not Shane Warne today, mate. A little bit too much top spin. Oh, rough. Could have been a huge response there from Torsen to find that, but Brokey now drops. Slend will find him. But they're both very, very low, likely not to survive. Maybe Frozen if he gets into position further. Okay, Liege also tucks himself in. Should be A-okay. Slend lives on with the AWP, so that's a journey towards destruction of this economy. But I suppose, you know, FaZe obviously don't walk away unscathed either.
GL buying back with a worse buy than before, but it is Nuke. And given the tools that they have brought to the party, there is still a chance for them to find solid impact. ZTR spotting the cross on the back left side of door, and Slend locks him in. Frozen, no more.
As the man who you need to see doing things with that AWP, 6-1 now is Slend.
The GamerLegion just shifting the pieces as it's all on Slend again, this time in a different position on the line, moving, still hits. The connection is great, and Slend wants to buy the time, but both men there will at least control the lower side and maybe have the space to plant, depending on if Rez can hold from that right side of ramp. Left as well, mollied. Great utility held till the bitter end, but ZTR is not going to be looked at. Will maybe pick a fight, but goes... or doesn't. He's just looking at the door. It's a great door. It's a yellow door. Elige, though, he's holding the door. And that's a little bit better. FaZe going to be flipping this around on its head. PR, 1v1, and Elige is that much better on the rifle. FaZe back for a second.
Was that a 2 versus 5, man? Slend able to find that shot, narrowly missing the second. Still will never forget Heku Electronic going out there to run the sausage sizzle.
Pouring out
back in IEM Sydney 2023. Exactly right. Slend, he's pouring one out. But only the one. Elige does get the trade out quickly. Frozen from the door now, Mac. 45 seconds. It's really starting to tick, but that's PR diving his way in towards the lobby. Shocking Brokey. Frozen, though. Can he get the trade? No. PR just continues kicking forward. ZCR dropping. It's all left on the rain. He's got a lot of work to do here, but with only the Mac 10, unfortunately, it might be a little bit too tricky. Yeah, FaZe caught lacking there. What a push from PR.
Great timing on that molly. But an incendiary sent the other way. So both teams having the similar idea and looking to fight around here, dink for dink, but the AK hits harder, and that's going to be Hold's control with ZTR falling as well as Rez. Things getting awkward now. GL need to figure out how to get back into the round, and PR was hoping someone would walk into his crosshair here. Just playing from hell, hoping someone gives him anything. But FaZe are frozen. And with the smoke perfectly at Unbreakable, PR has to rely on pure luck and timing to maybe connect, and he'll do just that. Elige falls, and that could be an opening back in.
Got to drop down quickly, though. Slend still keeping his eyes on ramp. Frozen, though, baiting them out. Torsen does find that one, but they've shifted it back. Now heading over towards that top side, Mac. Slend does have to rotate through, and I think for them, it's probably an immediate call to get out of dodge. No interest. Just a simple round for FaZe. It was a nice opening to the bank account. Even Carrigan dropping Slend there too, so no exit here. Oh man, the money. What time to wake up?
8.
Oh, so normality back.
Yeah, fully normal.
Damn, son. Time to ruin it in about a week's time.
Oh, hell yeah. Don't tell the missus. But, ooh, Brokey not going to be missing anything with that one. Slend coming through there from the one spot. Throw that in the strat book if you haven't seen it. Very useful. And that will allow Rain to turn this into a B crunch unless PR stops that from happening. Elige going to get dinked and the bomb has been seen, but in the meanwhile, it's a crunch on lobby and it gets completely mopped up. FaZe, guns out, sun's out, and damn, it's shining.
And it's no AWP for Brokey either. They're just going to go straight for the AKs. Maybe something a little bit quicker, a little bit more aggressive to try and rub salt in the wound for GamerLegion. But yeah, as you mentioned, 8 rounds on the cards potentially here for FaZe. Looking to set up very, very quickly, Max. Straight out on the top side. Here we go. Action station. Carrigan, he's out. Torsen does manage to get the trade quickly, but now Molotov does get one. Brings it down to an equalizer. 3-on-3. PR up from heaven. It's not working out for FaZe right now. Brokey dunked down. You are spot on. And now it simmers. Back to a 3-on-2. Bomb planted.
Plenty of util for the retake. 2 kits there. Rez and PR, the owner of those. But it's all eyes on FaZe and how they want to try and lock this in with a man disadvantage. Elige looking to be the point man. Eyes on heaven. Flashes. Not quite connecting on the young gun American. The solid soldier. But he's going to be doing it all himself. Flicking around like a damn swivel. 3 big kills in the post plant. Not going to lie, I'm quite puffed. I don't know why. I had a nice rest
maybe
during the break.
30
there.
reps of 60 is pretty crazy.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, 100.
No.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Rain. What is this round?
What are you talking about?
Let's fucking
Where'd
go,
the round
bro.
go? Couldn't have said it better my fucking self. And Torsen, he's just having a sneaky look at outside. Diags get broken, and Elige looks to find a time in. Molly towards elbow is damn good. And the smoke as well with the follow through. It's Torsen who's whiffed it, and there is nothing that can go right for GamerLegion this round.
Rez at least gets one back on the trade, but yeah, you're exactly right. ZTR now tries to walk through the smoke, might find the timing on the Rain, hang on, but he's still living. Just like Lee, mate, Carrigan drops ZTR. Now Rez, all left alone in a 1 versus 4, just has to try and get the strike in the smoke, but Frozen will deny, and that is 11 on the trot for FaZe. This is just, oh, I don't even know, obliteration.
Nice tight line. That GamerLegion will not test. And Rain, ooh, look to trade some map control. Carrigan needs to connect, but he's not going to be able to, and both the A-site members fall, but Elige still playing behind the flames, going to be able to double it back for himself. And now a 2v3. GamerLegion may be on for a 5th.
Surely this is winnable, right? Nah, they've called it. They don't have that much money, I guess. They want to play a little bit safe, not overextend.
Cop a bullet through the wall.
We've seen Alistair hit those before, haven't we? Jesus. Now onto the line. Frozen narrowly misses that shot of ZTR. This is where the sweat does start to apply. Rain joining the party. Taken by Sland. My word. What a twist and turn. Frozen now getting into radio. Does get tagged up very heavy. Down to 10 points of HP now. Carrigan looking to find ZTR through the door. But it's a big whiffaroo. Not quite happening right now. But the action is about to occur. Elige up close. Can he find Rez? Or will he be taken? Rez. Heads up Counter-Strike. Rips him out of the server. And now it's left onto Frozen and Carrigan. Surely they cannot give up this round. GamerLegion, they've got it locked in. Carrigan does find another in the process. Bomb only now being planted. Carrigan interested, trying to take them off. Needs to reload. Kit is available for both parties here, but I think they're just calling it right now out of the count. Good effort nonetheless.
It's the choice when you have the AKs in hand.
Looks like a quick pace, Mac. Looking to get straight out on towards the side here. Deny, try break that economy. Here you go. Rez opens up with PR. Frozen does manage to get one back. That nade could be good. It is. Drops down Slend and Torsen to half.
A tale is all
I
this
think
time.
they've just had to do it. Yeah, exactly. Immediately.
Into an A-pop. And that's the round, Mitch. They're saving already.
Yeah. You know, I've never installed TikTok on my phone.
Yeah, but you're on Instagram Reels and it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. It is ruining my life.
It's bloody addictive, I gotta say. I feel like a worse human for it.
Everyone's set up. Topside utility ready to be thrown.
Ooh. They did this last round with the A-pop. This time it's more conditioning, and they are just trying to bait out all of that util that FaZe has brought to the A site. But in the meanwhile, with one of the B defenders falling on ramp, or at least attempting to be falling, Brokey's going to be able to stand and deliver. Rez tucking him away towards that back box, and he's hoping for reinforcements over towards the elbow side. Frozen, the man to try and do it, jumps away, and he'll live. FaZe realize the numbers advantage is too crucial to drop. And speaking of, Carrigan is here and waiting with open arms for GL to drop down ramp.
Not the weapon to do it with, though, right? With the MP9, he's going to have to rely on Elige, who is coming down towards Decon now. So he's just going to slot into Dark here, see if they do walk out Mega at the exact same time. Slend straight on towards that line. They are creeping. They are eeping. They're able to find one. Damage dealt, though. Carrigan can only find one. No, Elige. Oh, God, not this time. Now Rez up close. He's able to rip open the doors and rip out the head of Elige. Rain does get one back, but Rez finds another. It's all going to be onto Frozen in this moment. But will he be singing A sweet tune. Or will he find Slen? Yes, he absolutely will. Finds the first. Now, Rez damaged up here. He's already found 3. It would be a beautiful 4K. And just speaking of Sponge, he wants some utensils. I'll ask for a 4K, and it will be delivered by Rez.
In this tournament so far, from both these teams in the game, Elige trying to contest that. And he really is with an 18-9 scoreline, but they need to convert this if they want to survive. And it's a faster pop again. Carrigan, this time at the ready, dodging a couple of the flashes, but the trades favor GamerLegion, and the A-site's in their hands.
No way! They've lost it again. Surely another save. They've just had to call it immediately. The amount of pressure that GamerLegion are able to just continue to put down. Frozen is in such an awkward position here. Brokey also trying to wrap around. He manages to get towards CT, still yet to head towards that site. Inside lobby now. They've got it cleared. Being able to work it all out. But Mac, you were talking about a closed game where they were all tied up. I'm already starting to panic, already starting to sweat.
An Aussie Barbie can instill fear into the toughest opponent.
Brings even enemies together, Mac.
They're posturing for it, Mitch. They're going to do it.
I think they are. At least there's a little bit more to defend, though, on the top side here. Rain, Carrigan, where's Elige? He's going to have to be up from the high heavens. How quickly can he get there? Rez is already out. Carrigan, no! Caught lacking, caught slacking. Unk not there on time. Rain, though, still alive, still kicking, but he is taken. And man, oh man, Mac, I am like a broken record, or am I? Elige does get out, but he's going to be taken. They swing for him, and now it has to be on to Frozen. And there's just nothing to take. He has to save. $0 for Carrigan. $4.50 for Rain. Frozen will take the M4 into the next, you'd expect, but this is just bittersweet.
And I love that from GamerLegion as well. Not forcing the plant, not allowing Frozen to be in a position to catch a 1v2 rather than that 1v3 with that player.
Such good flashes out there from GamerLegion, right? You know, Carrigan had no chance to react at all. And now ZTR, oh man, Frozen, okay. Well, it's 11-11. FaZe Clan needs to start to make a bloody wish. So much pressure on him as they creep through. They're going to dive into warehouse here, are they? Or just a secret? Looks like they'll take that drop towards lowers, but Mac, nobody home at all. Just the double up on ramp here. They have to move quickly.
Yeah, in the meanwhile, they've gone for that fake on A to try and slow down the rotations. And in comes this push. Elige makes his way to vent in time, but won't be able to strike fine. It's Brokey looking to control ramp and maybe just go for the save already. Surely not. Surely not. They'll have to. Slend denying the AWP any presence and denying FaZe a bloody gun. 4 looking to survive here for GamerLegion and FaZe looking to be sent straight home.
I literally am stunned. I got nothing to say. This has been textbook Counter-Strike from GamerLegion. I think it's been like 7 out of 8 rounds now where FaZe have been forced to save. They haven't even had a choice, Mac. They've been held in a straitjacket in the fucking panic room. And GamerLegion have taken them to the test. They have put them to the task. And they are at map, series, and qualification point. Overtime was the tune that was sung for the previous map of Mirage. Will we need it again? Or will GamerLegion be able to take themselves to the arena 2-0? That's a huge HE grenade. Maybe an opportunity for FaZe, but a one tap. Elige deleted from the server. And now they start to pick up the pace. Rez has got all of garage control here. They are just edging their way through. Brokey has to try and join hands with Carrigan. ZTR already up there. PR's found Rain, but Carrigan from the high heavens will drop him down. Now Frozen, all alone. A FAMAS, hopes and dreams. He will find one. A second, a third. Frozen! He has maybe just brought it back, but ZTR all alone in a 1v3. Overtime, absolutely on the cards right now.
Watching each other, watching the corner. Brokey only with an MP9 and Frozen, not necessarily known for his proficiency with the AVP. Are we going to overtime? Find out right now. Whoa, we are done. 30 seconds and ZTR. He is thinking about winning this and not allowing FaZe to play no more. That is that. 13-11. No overtime necessary. And GamerLegion knock FaZe out of IEM Melbourne 2025 and book a ticket to the quarters.